Trash to Cash podcast, episode 103. Guys, how are you doing? This is Dave, ADH guy, Mr. Williams, American Arbitrage, and Kevin, the Commonwealthy, wealthy picker.
So
down
much money. Did you see the trailer? Oh my gosh. The trailer had heating, air conditioning, wall-to-wall TVs, wall-to-wall TVs, kind of like the Sphere in Vegas, but inside. It was insane. He could do all
so if you
sorts
guys
of
don't know,
concerts.
first of all, we're a reselling podcast. Kevin, the Commonwealth picker, is a very wealthy reseller because he sells Tupperware.
He is the wealthiest I know.
And he recently used his Tupperware fortune to buy a 24-foot trailer that he can put dead bodies in.
Yes, that's what we're assuming is going to happen. That's what probably going to happen.
And it's got the world's largest QR code. It's actually bigger than the Vegas Sphere. The Vegas Sphere, they tried to beat his QR code and they couldn't do it. It's that big of a QR code.
Straight to his Feet Finder account. He's trying to make a little extra.
Kevin, what are you going to accomplish with that QR code? Someone's going to be driving down the highway,
I know.
Go to your website and be like, what?
They're going to veer off the road. That's dangerous.
What are you trying to accomplish with that thing?
Let me tell you, because I can track this particular QR code. It already has 74 hits, I think.
Okay, and then what did they do?
What did they do?
Did
they buy a sticker? What did they do?
What they call that, Kevin, is a bounce rate. You need to figure out how many people look at your website and instantly go, I'm out.
I get it.
Yeah.
Sure. Totally.
Does it take them to your website or to your YouTube page?
It takes you to my website.
Like, what would people think? What would people think the Commonwealth picker would be if they had no idea about picking and reselling? Would they think it was like a pimple popper channel? What would they think it was?
Well,
seriously,
I don't know, but with an American Bubble Boy thing on this side, they got to be wondering what's going on. I offered it to Whatnot. If you're listening, that could have been a giant Whatnot QR code. It still can be. Just saying.
Can they get the person who applied Death Pile Picker sticker on the side to fix yours? Because your sticker on the side of that trailer is terrible. It's got so many air bubbles. It's ridiculous.
So, hey, Kevin, I think your headphone situation might be happening again, where you have to unplug it and plug it back in. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
Look at that. Hi, Kevin.
Whoa. The fuzz is back.
Any better?
Yes, that is better. Much less distant. So, yeah, what is with the bubbles on your sticker? Those were insanely bad.
Yeah. So I told Mike, first of all, big shout out, Mike, Death Pile Picker. He's amazing, so I'm not criticizing. But we had this giant Commonwealth picker, giant sticker. And I was like, maybe we did try the back first, and that QR code was massive. We really, really struggled with that. And then we had to reevaluate everything. And then we figured it out a little bit better, and we put the smaller ones on the back, and they're perfect. Then we went to the big Commonwealth picker one. And I'm like, Mike, we should probably just do all the small ones till we get a feel for it. And we should probably do the other side. That's not going to be on the Whatnot show. He's like, no, it's all right. It was not all right. It was not all right. And so that's why we decided not to do the other side, because I decided we weren't going to put that giant one up because it cost a bunch of money. And we're going to save it, order another one, take one down, and not have to buy two new ones. We just buy one new one. So we only put it on one side, which stinks because that thing doesn't drive fast. So you got to be in the slow lane. And so it only showed on the side that's facing, the West Virginia cliffs. So
okay.
Anyway.
Well, I will say the trailer does make you a little less relatable, if I'm going to be honest, Kevin.
Yeah.
Relatability
actually, I asked
went down a little.
Hey, go big or go home. What can I tell you? I thought the same thing.
We're doing this in a trailer.
We're doing this thing, and I'm like, I don't know. Is this over the top? And my wife's like, go big.
At this point, I think legally, you have a compound at this point because you have so much stuff in the back. I mean, your backyard is like a million acres. That is true.
It's not here. It's in Georgia in an underground security guard.
We got a lot of underground parking here in Vegas. I got people who can watch it.
It's slightly aggressive. It's unrelatable,
yeah, it is.
But
it's off-putting.
Listen, let's talk. Okay, first let's talk a little bit about the reseller
for being supportive.
The reseller.
By the way,
we're proud of you. I'm glad you got it. I'm proud of you.
I just think it's a little. I'm just being honest.
We're taking it out to garage sale. We're taking it out to highway sales. We're going to park it. What's relatable is people can come. We're going to be giving away stuff. We're going to be
wow. That's quite the promise. But okay.
I don't know why you're saying it's relatable. That
I didn't. You said it was unrelatable.
Okay. and I am.
I said, what is relatable about
How
it?
is that relatable?
What is
Hey, it's relatable that we're going out and giving away a bunch of free stuff with all our wealth.
How is Dave that relatable? At these events who can't interact with people on a normal human level? They have to have a camera in their face. See, that's what's not relatable. And
I
so
think that's
you're
very relatable to every introvert in society.
Kevin's like Bizarro Robin Hood. He's stealing from people and he's just keeping for himself. It's like Bizarro Robin Hood.
Oh my gosh!
Kevin,
why do I
listen? Hold on. No, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The reseller. Let's
talk about it.
The reseller rally. Kevin, you hosted an event. How did you like it? What's your Kevin? What is the thing that sticks out to you as like the best part of the rally?
I'll tell you what. I'll say this first. I'm exhausted. I'm tired, and most of it was because of the St. Jude auction. That was a huge undertaking. Well, I'm trying
this is
tell
reused content. You talked about that on the other show.
I mean, I love it. I think it's more enjoyable when you're not hosting it because I feel an obligation to make sure everybody's happy.
It's true. You weren't sitting around too much. You were like on the boat. You were, shaking babies and kissing hands. You were doing everything you were supposed to be doing. I was just chilling.
And so, you want to sit down and talk to Art or somebody like that.
You're still not answering my question, but I guess it's good. You can just.
I'll tell you, there's tons that I loved. I loved going out.
Favorite part.
Well, I think it was not even at the boat trip itself. It was the night before. It was talking to people. It was hanging out I was sitting there with Pete and Tennessee Picker and a whole bunch of people at the table and just talking. That's the best part.
Because about 800 people's favorite part was the part where I was holding the camera and streaming live because they couldn't make it to the show.
I totally agree. I think that's brilliant. I think it's good.
I mean, I think there's some value in my weirdness of wanting
Why didn't you just lead with that? You were just wanting to talk about yourself.
It was a setup. Exactly. Yeah, it was a setup, and he was killing my setup. It really was. He was like, he was on this whole thing.
Dave was so excited about events now. Yeah. Dave's excited about events now because he's like, I could just go live the whole time.
For the record,
I was having fun live. I'm happy to do things when I'm having fun. When I was live, I was having fun. When I wasn't live, I was having less fun. That's just the fact of it.
And I told you it's great. I thought it was awesome, and people enjoyed the heck out of the two podcasts, live podcasts, especially the one I wasn't on. It was really, really good. Better. It added a ton of value to the outside world and to the people who were there, because I think other people who liked it are people who are now on your videos and now on those lives who were just there in attendance and they got exposed. And I think that was really, really good. Just for the record, though.
In multiple ways.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to make a point.
When you expose yourself, but go on.
Yeah, Kevin did do.
Speaking of, I got to say
Commonwealth
something about
version.
Is before this thing started, we normally never talk, but we talked a little bit today before this podcast, and we were cordial and nice to each other. And the moment that red record button went on, it immediately turned into attack me and tell me I'm
sorry, dude. I was zoned out. What did you say, Kevin? I was totally zoned out.
Go on with the show.
Can you imagine recording an entire episode of a podcast and never hitting record? Can you imagine that happening?
Did we do that?
Yeah, some other podcast did that, and it might have caused a breakup.
Which podcast broke up? Is that just happened? Let me guess.
No, I don't know. This is all the. I can't remember who told me.
Are you trying to tell me we're not going to get a? Are you trying to tell me we're not going to get a Triple Thrift episode in 2028? I've been waiting.
No, okay. Can you see the little thing that says recording when we do this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's recording.
So I think that's a weird reason to break up, because if you record a whole hour and a half show, and then you realize it wasn't recording. You then get mad at the person that's in control of StreamYard, and the show blows up, right? Like,
have we done that? I swear, back in the day, Dave, we did that.
Did we? Don't you think if we did that at Dave's house?
Yeah.
When you recorded
don't you think,
video.
Carrie, if we did that, it would be all three of our faults because none of us saw the record button?
Well, yeah, and mostly Kevin, because that's Kevin's job to make sure we're recording.
Look, I pay attention to that record button because Dave tries to trap me almost every
That is
episode.
true. You are the most vigilant on it.
Okay, so Kevin's reseller rally, he loved it. He had a great time.
It was not my reseller rally. For the
Commonwealth Picker
he said that he's trying hard. He's already building the narrative so that he doesn't have to do charity in the future. I've heard this on 2 shows now. It was hard work to do charity. I don't want to do charity again. We get it.
I did all this stuff and I didn't get anything out of it.
No. Oh, give me a break. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I'm just saying it was not. Look, my wife is, as we speak, down there shipping. That is hard work for me.
You're right. It is hard for her. Her working is hard work for you.
It's good that she woke you up from your nap, though, so you could be here and be on the podcast.
Yeah. And the worst thing is when we did the thing, I thanked everybody. I thanked a bunch of people. I thanked you too. Thank whatever. And my wife's over there working the whole time. Did not thank her.
Yeah. Ooh, and she let me know. Paid for that one.
It was bad, and I just
he's sleeping. He's sleeping in the supply hut tonight.
Supply hut.
So obviously, my favorite part of the reseller rally was my comic books. The rest was fine too.
You were totally disconnected the whole time because you were just obsessed with wanting to look through your comic books.
Oh my gosh, I'm still obsessed with my comic
and
books.
I was on tilt. I was on tilt as well because Dave got the comic books that I actually had because of Shad Juice. Thank you, Shad Juice. I had an opportunity to do it, but I just instead went to go get these and missed out on
swag bags.
Now it's 88.
Which, by the way, I'm not the kind of person who's unappreciative, but I'm done with the swag bags, Kevin. I don't need them anymore. I've got enough IKEA bags.
How many
stickers that I don't
unrelatable.
Need?
Enough IKEA bags is
How many stickers do we need? Why does everybody give us stickers? I don't even know what I did with them.
Yeah. I got all these stickers.
Here's how I'll remember.
iPad. I've never gotten a Nintendo Switch in one of these bags.
Yeah, if you want me to remember your channel, give me a $10 bill and write your name on it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Put different denominations in each bag, or just not even do bags. Just put them in an envelope. By the way,
stickers are great. I just lose them all.
To John, Cincinnati Picker, he put a lot of work into them.
No, they're fine. I'm just trying to set the expectation when we do an event. You're not getting a swag bag. I just want to set that expectation.
We would.
I ain't spending the money. I ain't doing the work.
We would.
You ain't getting a swag bag.
We would appreciate a swag bag being brought to us, though.
Whatever.
We will
Don
not
walked
be
out of there with
I love that reverse swag bag. Because listen, this is great
part of
because
the
you think about it. Carrie, you think about it. If you have to buy a swag bag for 100 people, everyone gets $5 worth of stuff because it's expensive. But if everyone chipped in and bought me, you, and Kevin swag bags, we would get like
so
a
$200
swag bag.
Yes,
I'm unrelated.
There we go. We're thinking outside. We're thinking outside the
We're
bun.
all greedy. I'm just honest about it.
People need to realize if we do an event, much like Kevin's event, it was about him, and if we do an event, it's about us.
Yeah. That event was more about Kevin than Pete and John. Let's be honest.
It was just it was like 90% Kevin, 9.9% or Cincinnati Picker, and I think Pete was there. I think Pete was there at times.
Let's be honest.
John it was like time he hosted the event. Y'all are.
It was 50% Kevin, 20% Carrie, 20% Dave, and then 5%.
It was like kind of a
John and 5%. The other guy.
Are you serious?
What's the other guy's name?
Get out of here.
Pete.
Y'all wouldn't even know. This thing wouldn't even existed without Pete. Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
I was like making Kevin sweat.
Yes, you're making him sweat.
Was that the first time you ever met Pete, Kevin? Was that the first time you've met him in person?
No, and as a matter of fact, I told the story of where I met him.
Yeah, he told the story.
Last episode.
In the bathroom, they were crossing streams.
Was that last episode really that you said that? And I already forgot. That's pretty bad. I'm sorry.
That's early onset dementia from your hair loss.
It might be, dude. Seriously. From the hair loss. You're a jerk. But you're right. That's so mean.
So reseller rally, Carrie, what was your favorite part?
Oh gosh, man, I liked the elevator. I liked the elevator. The elevator was fun because you could see outside, and then you could see who was downstairs when you were going down, and then you knew which way you had to go. You know what I'm saying?
I have way less elevator anxiety in a nice windowed elevator like that. It's when they're all closed that they're terrible.
See, Dave was gone long before, but we were trapped. I don't know if you watched the Reseller.
I watched it.
I got you too, dude. I was like, Kevin, I called you out when you were trying to dip, dude.
What are you doing? You're killing me here. But they got me. They got me on there.
They just need to take Pops off the show. He doesn't say a single freaking word. I listened to the whole thing.
No, it was Jimmy that didn't talk. Jimmy that didn't talk.
Pops wasn't talking.
And Carrie's on there talking about stuff that I can't even mention right now.
I don't have any recollection.
Pictures of Ken I mean, it got.
Well, look, if Ken doesn't want me to talk about him, he needs to stop producing them and handing them out to people.
Okay. Dude, I do want for our next event to have a headshot of the three of us all autographed that we give out. Like I do love that idea.
We should do it.
I will give Ken credit for that. That is cool.
We'll put SSK promo in the bottom corner, like
also
brought to you by.
Not relatable. Just saying.
No, like Step Brothers style. Like we go to JCPenney someday and we just do like a little photo shoot.
I had that idea for Vegas. I said we should do that in Vegas. I totally want to do it. It'll be fun. I
got JCPenney's everywhere.
Every time I go to one of those events, so I do end up wanting to do one, just because I think it's fun. I think it's. You
already have a ton. Everybody was asking when the next one is. I'm like, Dave's probably already thinking about it.
So okay, let's talk about it on the show. Let's talk about January. Are you busy in January, Kevin?
Of course.
You're a very busy lad. Like the third week. Let's talk about the third week of January.
Third week of
January.
Time to
do the Trash
January 25th.
Florida Bash. The Florida Bash in January.
Florida Bash.
Daytona Beach, guys. This is what I'm thinking. There's an airport in Daytona. You know, you got the beautiful beaches. You got the Daytona Speedway. It's
as long as I don't have to do anything at all.
You won't. I have a party planner. I'm already
just so you know, as
so
usual,
we can lose a lot more money.
As usual, I will be doing nothing also. So it's going to be mostly
the desire to do nothing is within me as well, and therefore I have an event planner that I'm working with, and the event planner is going to help us find the venue.
We already have an event planner.
Plan the events. Yes,
we just barely talked about this. Wow.
Bro, I have ADHD. I go when I have my heart set on something. I hyper focus. I've been talking to an event planner today, and I'm trying to get it locked in Daytona Beach for the third week of January. But
and it's going to be $500 per person, right?
I'm thinking.
Is that what we discussed?
Well, I told him. I said I don't want it to be super expensive, but I want it to be like worth traveling to. So there should be some cool stuff that we do, and cool stuff does sometimes cost money, right? So like
it won't be.
We'll have to see.
I just don't want to lose any more money.
It will be
I'm getting a little.
That's what I told him. I said our goal is not to make money; it's to break even and not have to come out of pocket.
Yeah, and like pay for us to get there and all that.
Yeah, and at least pay for like Kevin and Carrie's flight here.
I do want like if I could get like maybe like some restoration hair stuff, like maybe like they could throw in some Propecia, which Kevin suggested to me. That would be nice.
Yes, that's the secret to my lovely locks. My whole family's fault.
Anyways, I think. We need to look at it, guys. We need to look at that. Like that'd be like the 18th, 19th, 20th is what I'm thinking. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 18th, 19th, 20th for the Trash to Cash bash. And what's cool is Daytona Beach is an hour from Universal, like 50 minutes from Universal Studios, hour from Disney. So people could like wrap around a family vacation in the winter. It's not a very crowded time at Disney. So I think this is the way to do it.
I think people there's not going to be many next year. There's going to be at least two less, I think. I
want to do one in Virginia, in Lynchburg, as well, Kevin. This is me and Carrie were talking about this. I want to do one around that sale you have, the 100-mile sale. Or we can do it in the North Carolina 100-mile sale, whichever one makes more sense. But I think in June, we either do one in Lynchburg or Raleigh.
That's in May.
Yeah, I think we could just go around to wherever. Okay.
But I don't know. We invite, Tim and Eric and all those guys come down, and then you're going to have a flood of people picking that sale. It kind of reduces the...
Kevin, you can make money the rest of the weekends. The other 51 weekends you can go picking in Virginia.
We can't sacrifice some weekends just so that we
can
there's like
hang out with people. Good weekends, just saying.
Well, you're coming down to Florida in January.
Are you even a reseller anymore anyway? You're making money off the content and all the people buying your stuff that are your followers. So what is it?
And you've got that new trailer that
all you want to do is hang out in your trailer now.
As you travel
You're a trailer bro now. That's all you talk about. I got 40-inch rims on my trailer. That's all we hear about.
Meet me at my trailer for the latest NFT drop, y'all.
No. Guess what new NFT is going to go to zero super quick.
Okay, so anyways, we won't talk about the Trash to Cash.
I have no rebuttal. It just immediately
we just did though.
Else. No rebuttal.
What's your rebuttal? Okay, you really want a rebuttal on the NFTs from the trailer? Go.
Let's go. No. That's all right.
I don't really know how you're going to fight back on that. If you could drop NFTs from the trailer,
I wanted to rebut what you said before that, but
rebut whatever. I don't even know what that means. Do it.
Yeah,
Carrie said I'm making money on the content. I'm not a real reseller. So how many things did you list today, Carrie?
Hey, let's not talk about this. Is about you.
Okay, you exactly.
Ask me.
How many, Dave? Dave is
one.
none.
How many did you list?
About 40. You personally listed 40. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Me
Yes.
personally.
You personally
Really?
listed 40 items. Maybe 45.
What did you list?
What did you list?
I listed a lot of stuff.
Oh, that's very vague.
Hold on. Was it relisting your old listings you took down?
It was
Exactly.
a combination of both.
Okay. Now we're getting the truth.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go relist 10 things right now, and
let's
then
take 45 things off eBay and repost them. Okay, Kevin.
All right.
You gotta be ready. If you're gonna be on a high horse, you gotta be like fully loaded with 2 6-shooters. You know what I mean? You can't be coming at us with that weak sauce, dude.
I still listed more than both of you.
That's true, but I don't.
So it doesn't matter.
It's the early morning for me. I list at night. Like I'm talking like 2 in the morning.
I listed one thing and I looked up 80 comic books and so that was work. I also
you had at least an hour and a half poo in there, Dave. Like an hour to 2 hours every day.
But he was listening.
Here's the thing. I did the dumbest thing. Okay, so as you guys know,
I know.
Or maybe some of the podcast listeners don't, I rented a car to drive back from the reseller rally because I got a crazy comic book score, super rare Silver Age stuff, 12-cent comics, first appearance of Black Panther, Silver Surfer, some crazy stuff.
You got some cool ones, dude.
Craven, all types of great comic books. And when I got these, I was like, holy crap, I can't take these on a plane. And Rod Grimes, the wrestler, recommended that I rent a car.
The guy with the mask.
That I rent a car, and I said, that's genius. And if he had recommended it via magic before I was done with the pick, I would have bought way more and made way more money, but that's, we're not going to focus on that. So anyways, I rent a car, I drive home, it takes like 15 hours because I decided to stop at a theme park and ride some roller coasters because I'm weird. But then today I had to return the car, so I drive down to return the car. I get to the car return place, and I realize I never filled it up with gas. I never filled it up with gas. And so if you don't fill it up with gas, they charge you $11 a gallon. $11 a gallon.
I thought you were going to say you realized you had no ride home.
No. Because I remember I parked, the return place is the airport. I thought that through. And the airport is where I left my car because I flew there. So anyways, I have to leave. I go up to the desk. I realize I didn't fill it. She's like, "Did you fill it with gas?" I said, "No. I'll be right back." And so I left because I hadn't given her the keys yet. And so I left, and I go find a gas station. I fill it up. I bring it back. I give her the keys.
And then it was late. And you paid a fee.
No, it wasn't late. It wasn't late. But what did happen is I left, and it's like a 40-minute drive to this airport to the place. Kevin just left.
Kevin's just out. Kevin lost internet
if Death
connection.
Pile Picker shows up. What's he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, he's yelling at his family again.
He's like,
"How many did you list, Turner? 40? Good. I told him I listed 40.
Remember, give me $1 and don't save anything and forget about charity. I want it all."
And remember, I listed that stuff, not you.
I listed 45 things. And remember, I just unlisted 3 things and reposted them. But we used the rule of times 10 for effect.
Yes, the times 10 rule.
And then add 15. Yeah.
So I mean that's why Kevin's the best reseller, and I really admire him.
I think I learned a lot from Kevin. He's a wonderful man.
Okay, anyways, so I returned the car. I didn't return the car. I go fill it up. I fill the tank. I bring it back. I return it. I get in my van. I drive away. I drive all the way till like 5 minutes from my house, and I get a phone call from the rental place, and they're like, "Sir, you just returned a car to us, and you need to come back because the trunk is full of stuff, just completely full, really weird stuff, plushies,
of all the comic
things like that." Wow! Like, oh my gosh! No, I had taken the comic books out, and somehow my brain told me that the comic books are all that matter.
One comic
all
book
the other yard
worth
sale
more
stuff.
than everything else in the back of that truck.
Well, that is true. Yeah, that is true. And so I had to drive 35 minutes back, fill up my van with my stuff, and then 35 minutes back again. So that was like,
after driving
really awesome
the day before.
After driving 15 to 17 hours the day before. But anyways, I did get my stuff, and I got my plushie, which is the one thing I listed today. It's a $120 Pizza Time.
The Chuck E. Cheese guy.
Chuck E. Cheese,
chef. I listed him right away.
I've never found a Chuck E. Cheese plush.
Really? Never?
Never one time.
Yeah, like the 80s Showtime Pizza stuff especially. That wasn't Showtime Pizza, the one you got, Dave? I think that was 90s.
It was,
or maybe, but
it was 96. It was 96.
But like the 80s Showtime Pizza, creepy, like animatronic characters, they're dope and worth a lot.
Yeah. So that was my idiotic move of the day. So I did spend 2 hours doing that today, which was kind of, I was planning on listing more, but that kind of ruined my productivity.
I am planning on listing today. I just haven't done it yet. So.
Ooh, I got a sale.
Ooh, a sale.
I got a sale.
$1.50 card?
Canon calculator.
Oh wow!
From it's like an accounting calculator sold for $16.99. I only paid $20 for it, so.
And there you go, dude. That's like a
-$8
loss after fees. So there we go, dude. Well
and
done.
we sold a $70 plush today too, by the way. Minecraft yellow cow. This guy,
Nice.
It's a I don't know what's it called. I got this at the flea market. It's called the Moo Balloon. The Minecraft Moo Balloon. $70.
That's a good name.
$70.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't get this at the flea market. This was Elijah's. It came out of his personal collection.
You just took your son's.
So you got to pay him for it.
I got to give him the money. Yeah, he's only getting the dollar thing like you do, and then I keep the 67.
Yeah, right.
You know that haul I got 2 weeks ago of all the video games for $1 a piece. That Pa-Rappa the Rapper. So interestingly enough, it came with a poster, and it had the poster still in it, and that sold like within 4 hours, 5 hours for $125.
The
Paid
poster.
For,
nice.
Yeah, the complete thing with the poster.
Okay.
But it was.
But
nice
I had
premium.
that poster. It came. That was me and my brother's like favorite game. We used to.
What
play
is it
that
about?
constantly.
I don't understand what it's about.
It was like Guitar Hero before Guitar Hero, right? It would be like the things, or like Dance Dance Revolution before Dance Dance Revolution. He's like telling you these moves like kick, and you'd have to press a button to kick, punch during different parts of the song. So
PlayStation 1 was just, for me, it was just Madden, NBA Live. It was just sports games. Whatever MLB game was out.
Yeah.
RBI.
I'm too
baseball.
old for PlayStation 1.
What were you playing?
Yeah.
Were you playing SNES and
you were
NES?
playing.
The last thing I played was in college when the Sega came out.
Were you playing NHL '94?
Ancient.
Wait, that's too
Genesis.
old.
Yeah, it was Nintendo. I played Atari when I was a kid. Atari and then Nintendo. I'm like,
favorite.
Nintendo.
What's your favorite Atari game, Kevin?
Burger Time.
Burger Time.
Oh, that was
good.
a bomb. I love that game.
I was going to say Pitfall, but Burger Time might be it.
You literally just said the elevator was your favorite part of the reseller rally. Is that true? Is that really the highlight of the whole thing?
My favorite time was the moments I shared with fellow friends and resellers. That was my favorite.
I really
do like that.
So, all right, if you got analytical, though,
and I liked the Backroom
Carrie.
podcast. That was a great idea, and it was fun.
That was classic.
Which did you like the best? The Friday Night Mixer, the Saturday Night Boat Ride, or the Whatnot Auction?
Honestly,
those three.
They were all freaking really good.
Okay.
I might
liked
say
the Whatnot Auction the best.
The Whatnot Auction might be because I didn't expect it to be as fun as it was. We were under an underpass. I think we've sold the most.
It was not.
I think we're the
I
only
have
person.
all the fun moments of my life are in an underpass.
Yeah, that we're the only people to have ever sold anything that wasn't drug related or prostitution related under that area. So it was pretty cool. We did something good.
Oh man!
No, that was the most fun for me. I think that was the most fun of the three events.
That really was fun.
A lot of it is because like I'm not in love with like really loud stuff where I'm having to like shout to people, and for some reason the acoustics in both areas of like the big events were not great for that many people. So like that meeting room, it was like shouting to each other.
Nothing
the boat, it was shouting to each other because of the music.
Nothing will ever be as bad as the first Trash to Cash meetup, Dave, in Las Vegas, where we had that one little room and nobody could hear anything. That was terrible.
Yep. And when I was talking to the event planner for the Trash to Cash thing, I said, listen, we need a place where we can have 100 people talking and hearing each other without screaming. And that's like one of the prerequisites. So maybe it's an outdoor venue or something like that. Carrie, they do have a Bahama Breeze in Daytona.
They do. Coconut shrimp. Sign me up.
We did that. Yeah, we did that in Vegas.
I'll tell you, the hardest thing was finding a location because finding a place where you could put a trailer and do a live auction was.
How did you figure that out?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You do that?
I like to say it was really hard and whatever, but Mike did it all, and it was hard for him, I'm sure.
Like, did you have to have some sort of permit?
Or he started calling people. No, we had to pay for it. And I thought I was going to get out of it because the invoice never showed up and the gate was up. I was like, sweet. Then I got the invoice today, so I got to pay for it.
How much was that? Can you share? Over 100 or less?
Over.
Wow.
It was the parking lot for the Bengals. I mean,
was it
happy to get it.
Was it under 10,000?
Carrie, do you remember going to Yard House and there, you know where the sign is out there? I can't remember what that sign says.
Yeah, the Queen City sign or whatever.
Yeah, that was one of the places Mike looked into. And I'm kind of glad we didn't do it because it had rained the night before. It was muddy and tracks everywhere, and it was just awful. So I'm glad we did it. But I was a little worried about thought the noise would be terrible.
I thought it was cool. I thought you were just under there because we were under there. I
Well,
didn't know that was
I
something
was
paid
going to thank you guys for
You're
what you
welcome.
guys did at the rally itself and whatnot. But now I'm so bitter at how mean you've been to me that I don't even want to thank you.
It's okay. So sometimes I feel like thank yous are needed whether you're bitter or not, just because you're a good person. But that's okay. You can pass.
Well, I haven't heard any thank yous from you. I don't know what it would be
thank
for.
you
Dave,
for everything.
Still haven't thanked.
I thank you for everything.
No thanks for anybody
Thank you.
giving him these.
Thank you for buying us tacos. Thank you for buying us tacos at Yard House.
Kevin, I thanked you and John and Pete. I thanked you and John and Pete for the event in my video. Did you watch my video?
Actually, I did, but I did not hear that. No.
At the very end, in text.
Oh, we didn't watch it all.
Yeah. Okay, very good, very good. No, I watched a lot of it. That's why I was surprised I didn't see it. So
I watched it. What did you think, Kevin? I need your opinion.
Well, let me say, I watched videos in double time, and Dave in double time is ridiculous. Yeah, like I should watch everybody.
You just start to pass out. You're like, "What's happening?"
In double time. All I remember is double time. I just remember seeing like 6 different Buc-ee's and a roller coaster.
Most of Dave's videos are roller coasters and Buc-ee related.
Carrie, we should get a cut of that video because he put the podcast in that video. So figure out the time and then divide it.
I put a little bit of the Whatnot auction too. I put Carrie's jelly hand.
I'm putting the. Oh, you did that? Dang, that was supposed to be my
hook. There's classic moments. That was classic.
Well, no, it wasn't my hook. It was just in there. Do you have good footage of it? I have good footage.
Oh, I have like right up there. Yeah, like in my grill.
The kitchen podcast was legendary. That was good, Dave.
That was really
for that.
We got kicked out of the kitchen after that. Did you hear that? So with that whole time, there was people coming back. They were just like, well, we don't want to. I don't know why they never said anything. And then we had the door open, and we were just talking in the hallway of the kitchen. And the guy came up, and he was like really cool. He's like, hey, yeah, you guys having fun? Yeah, you got to get the heck out of here.
Get out.
You can't be doing this.
We just did an hour podcast.
I know, and then we're just hanging out in the corridor.
And all the guests. I can't believe those things are getting views like crazy. Whenever we have those people come in and sit down, tons of folks came in. The people like
How did your little 2-minute teaser video do?
It did all right. It was like, I don't know. Last I checked, maybe 5. No. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, it was 2.5 minutes, no audio except for some music behind it. I'm hearing an echo, by the way, of myself, just FYI.
Of yourself? Let me switch headphone to yours.
But yeah, I don't know. I can look, I suppose. I don't think it matters that much, but I was going to read comments, but I haven't found any because I don't know. It seems like forever ago since the last time we recorded a normal podcast.
We want to talk about that too because we got a quadrillion comments about how people couldn't play back the episode. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, the episode's not playing. The episode's not playing. And I'm sitting there trying to have a nice day at Epcot, and Kevin keeps messaging me, and I'm just writing him.
He's just like,
But to be fair, anytime we try to get a hold of you, Dave, you're at a theme park.
I told Kevin, I said, Kevin, you know what? Easy solution. Change the title of the episode. This episode will only work if you're a chosen one. And then, everyone who doesn't have it work just knows they're not chosen.
You know what? I started asking people. I was getting so many messages.
They were not a part of it.
I started to ask them, and everybody who couldn't do it had an Android.
There we go.
It worked on the computer.
That's kind of on them, though. That is kind of on them. If they have an Android.
On my phone, I never had a single issue. My computer, it worked
Neither did I.
No issues at all.
Biscuit Butt, you're out there. Do you have an Android? Were you watching it on an Android? I didn't ask him.
Yeah. That's
I'm
weird.
curious.
I don't know what
I'm
to do.
pretty sure. I don't know if he
today.
does, but I would guess he does. Archie seems like an Android kind of guy to me.
He does.
Speaking
now
of
that I know
Hot
Archie exists, I just really can't even.
Yeah, Hot Archie. Hot Archie
was on the boat.
Kind of a game changer. He's got like an extra 5 inches, just a little more chiseled,
slimmer,
buffer,
deeper V-neck.
Yeah, deeper V-neck. Just raspy voice. I love it.
The guy that was with Roman, he had the deepest V-neck of all. Did you see him?
Yeah.
He did you could see his belly button.
There was a group of resellers that were aggressively trying to bring back the V-neck, and I think we're 5 years away. I think we're a good 5 years away before it comes back. It's too soon.
Oh, well, start stocking up. We can resell the heck out of them things.
Yeah.
5 years. You heard it
here first.
What was your biggest surprise of the event?
I feel like this is a setup.
I have one.
Yeah.
That's why,
David,
and I want to see if you can think of one. I can do my first one. I can do mine first, and you can think about it. So my biggest surprise was Pequot Reseller becoming hot.
Oh, yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Danny lost like 150 pounds.
Yeah, dude.
He lost so much weight, his hair color changed. That's crazy. That's crazy. How does that even happen?
That was dope. That was so cool.
Seriously, he was walking
congrats,
up to me.
Danny.
Yes,
that was impressive.
Dude.
And looking at me, and I'm like, and he comes up and says, "You don't know who I am, dude."
I didn't even recognize him except for his eyes.
It took me
his eyes were the only thing I was like, oh, those are Danny's eyes.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. All that creepy flirting he used to do at yard sales, now it's like,
now it might work. Yeah.
He is married, but
there was half a second you thought somebody had killed Danny and took his eyes for half a second.
Yeah. That was wild. I remember Carrie was like trying to show Dawn. He's like, Dawn, look, it's Danny, and
she had no clue.
She's like looking right at him. She's like, where? I don't see him.
You could see the moment where it clicked, and she's like, oh my gosh. It's wild.
Danny motivated me, though. Like, I want to get back on the wagon. I haven't gained not even close to all my weight back from last year, but I've gained a couple pounds back, and I'd like to kind of take them back off. Danny motivated me a little bit to get a little more serious. So I only ate 4 peanut butter cups.
Exactly.
Today. So I think
you know what?
And yesterday
I didn't. The fried butter on the stick. Didn't even eat the stick this time. Just the fried butter.
Hey, I got to issue an apology to Mike Camparelli. Y'all know Mike.
Okay,
yeah.
And do it.
Well deserved.
He called, Biscuit Butt called me up. Archie did. And Mike got on the phone. He's like, hey, could you ship this thing back to me? I'm going to the airport. Here it is. Here's the box and all that. Just stop at the post office, ship it back to my address. I'm leaving it at the front desk. Actually, he didn't say that, but I drove away. Didn't even think about it. Yeah. So, Mike, you have my.
It's not like Mike single-handedly just made that auction amazing. Because Mike bought so many cool things.
And Brian,
Mike's awesome
Mike
guy.
And Brian, and so many more people.
You said Mike bought cool things. He didn't buy cool things.
He bought an autographed Trash to Cash shirt.
Things. Yeah.
He bought the stuff on my face, and then he bought the Cincinnati Picker thing, whatever that was.
So I wore the Trash to Cash shirt to a theme park. And I felt pretty weird sporting my own face on my shirt. I'll be honest.
Supposedly, I'm getting one though. Josh said. So
you bought one of those? Wait a minute. I'm confused.
No, Josh just gave me one.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And Death Bob
but I'm just saying, like,
and he's like, no.
Now we know who Josh's favorite is. It's Dave.
Oh, I got one too, Carrie.
Okay, so I'm third. Okay. I'm just playing. Thank you. I know I'm getting one.
And Josh,
I was too big for him. I probably.
He gave away.
I got a nice guitar, which is, dude, I don't know. I guess
I was so happy that you took that. So Heather didn't have to ship it. I would have had to ship that one.
You should thank Tina for that.
Thank you, Tina, very much.
New Jersey Picker. Wait. Do we want to say anything about the reseller rally?
We just talked about it. Pretty much 30 minutes. What are you talking about?
Thank you, John.
Yes. Well, is there going to be another one? Because everything I've heard is like next year. I'm like, I haven't heard anybody
John said that. I was around when John said that they were doing another one.
I don't think he said next year. Because it's not a year. 2017, it's like 3 years.
Yeah, we don't know if FlipCon's happening next year. We don't know if Reseller Rally's
What we know
happening.
is that I want to do, and when Dave wants to do something, it usually happens. I want to do 3 Trash to Cash events next year.
What?
3.
There we go.
Oh. I want to do Florida. I want to do Vegas. I want to do Virginia. I want to do one in each of our home
Vegas. I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks.
You are.
Well, it'd be cool.
Congrats.
Art ain't gonna host one.
Kevin's bringing his real friends. Kevin's bringing his real friends out there.
I've got an event planner now. He's gonna figure it out for all of them. He does events everywhere. He just did an event in Japan.
Speaking of real friends, y'all didn't.
We're gonna get him on, and you know what? Eventually, we might even start paying him. Eventually, maybe not for the first event.
Or the second or third.
And then he gets paid for the second or third. We'll just figure out how to work in some money for him in the future events. But in this one,
this is what scares me, because we've done this without a planner and we've lost money 3 straight times.
Yeah, he told me he knows how to do an event without losing money, Kevin. It's his literal job.
Are we gonna have to sell them NFTs? Are we gonna have to sell the people NFTs to make money?
No, I think it'll be more expensive than our $30 event that we lost money at, obviously. But it'll be, hopefully, he had crazy ideas, right? Like he said, hey, every time I see these events, people go to garage sales. Why hasn't anyone set up like a bit of a scavenger hunt for garage sales? And whoever finds the most Tupperware and brings it back.
We did a scavenger hunt in the bins, dude.
We did it. Yeah, we did it at the bins. But, something more official with a prize for the garage sale thing. I think that's a cool idea. Yeah. So he's already thinking about ideas.
I got an idea, and it's an original idea. Let's have people do a dance-off and just, make their own costume out of IKEA bags.
Okay, so there's a question about that.
Never been
There's a question about that from our newest Patreon, Philly Flipper.
Well,
which, by the way, you passed me off. You passed take care of this. Like I know what the heck I'm doing with the Discord.
What on how to use it?
He told me, he's like, yeah. Dave said, fix this thing, do something, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, well,
you were busy doing
he
something.
Figured it out. He figured it out. I messaged him. I
like how I didn't even get a message. Dave didn't even bother to try to get me to do it. So.
He said, "What has more power, children or nipples?" Based on the IKEA fashion show.
Okay, I didn't watch it.
What this means, guys, during the IKEA fashion show, there was 3 teams that had to kind of create a custom costume out of IKEA bags, and you can see this over on the Trash to Cash live replay. And Carrie, do you know the guy's name who took his shirt off and showed his nipples?
Abel's Treasures, yeah.
Abel, very, very funny guy. Yeah. He got all decked out in this nice IKEA costume. His nipples were out. It was hilarious.
Ford Pinto Flips.
By the way,
Ford Pinto Flips was almost completely naked, by the way.
The creation of his costume was moderately erotic.
Yeah, we could admit
there was
that.
Scissors around his private parts and all this stuff like that. It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
But Tucker was there. Which, by the way, Kevin, I asked if I could bring my son, and I was told no. And I was told no, that I couldn't bring my son, but somehow Tucker was able to go. So we'll talk about that later. That's not cool. But anyways, Tucker won, but Tucker clearly had a much quieter applause than Abel did.
That's true. That is true.
So Tucker won because he's a kid.
Yeah.
And that's some participation trophy
win the
nonsense.
Thing, Carrie, at FlipCon?
Yeah, Tucker wins everything because he's a kid. Yeah. That's my whole point. It's annoying. I love Tucker. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But he should have to win for real.
Yeah. Also, kids. Actually, that is kind of relatable.
There's our sticker idea. The Trash to Cash. Kids are annoying. That's our slogan.
Abel won. That's what our merch should say. Abel's the real winner.
Yeah, Abel won. Yeah, election was rigged. Abel won.
Justice for Abel.
Drop Flips definitely had the lowest applause.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ford Pinto Flips rightly was in last. But I would honestly say there was way more applause for Abel, and he lost because he's not a child. Yeah. That's all. And that's, I think, what Paul's implying as well with this, because Abel even showed nips.
Paul would have won. Of course, the IKEA bag would have covered this.
He would have needed 17 full-size IKEA bags just to cover half his body.
For sure.
Okay, so Make Mini Flipping wants to know what you're dressing up for as Halloween, guys.
As Halloween? Nothing.
For Halloween, what are you going to wear? A costume?
Yeah, actually,
I feel like you and Heather are totally the kind of people that would dress up.
The
weird couple that dresses up as Raggedy Ann and Andy.
I was drugged to a party. No, that wasn't a Halloween party. It was something else. Anyways, yes, I'm going to one this year. And I think
it was a swinger party.
Yeah, one of Kevin's good old-fashioned swinger bashes.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dawn discussed, I think, going as Dave and Kevin. That's what we discussed.
Who's Dave? You or her?
Exactly. You'll find out.
There's a prom party at Boss Reseller Remix.
Yeah. I was told we're both wearing dresses, and they're going to go suited up in the tuxedos.
I'm not wearing a dress. I don't know. You can wear a dress if you like.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't dress up. I'm not honestly, I'm not a dress up person. I don't like.
I
like to be too cool for that. Good for you, Kevin. Yeah. I'm glad somebody posted that for you.
Well, what was the item?
I don't have my cha-ching on like Dave.
What was the item?
G.I. Joe. I don't know.
There was a suspiciously low amount of ka-chings at the event, by the way. Did you notice that? There wasn't that many people selling stuff.
eBay's dead.
eBay's dead.
eBay's
dead,
actually. I don't know if I did a video about it. It performed well. eBay's dead. I had multiple comments that say eBay is dead. So it's dead. Can we just thank our amazing Patreons?
Oh, I love them so much.
Me so happy. The first one makes me so happy because it hurts Carrie a little bit. Lady Arbitrage, thank you so much for continuing your support.
Yeah, that's so, Don, we don't have the money. Don, I want to go eat and we don't have money. No, I'm joking. We're fine.
The Flipper Skipper.
Oh, is that new?
Flipper
Skipper, who the heck's that?
Remarkable.
Welcome, but I don't know who you are.
Welcome to the trash
No, that's
crew.
Awesome. Yeah, welcome to the
trash team.
The trashers.
The garbage men. They're the garbage men. They're
the garbage people.
Soda City Flips, Remarkable. Brian Siemper Beal. What was his name? Dollar Beals, y'all. There it is.
Dollar Beals.
Jake
I haven't
Thrifty,
heard from him in a
Trading,
while. Where you been?
Yeah, where's he at? His check's still clearing,
Virgil.
so I love him.
Virgil, he used to work with the $1 Million Man. Thank you, Virgil, for being a Patreon. I appreciate
Harold
that.
Tornado, Disgruntled Octopus, Superhero Headquarters, Vintage Sports Flips, ABC Bet Matt, Brian Big and also fun.
Yeah, he's also
Picker,
fun.
Race Hack Resell, Logan Murky, Parker County Picker, and Biscuit Butt.
Carrie.
Less hot Biscuit Butt.
Carrie,
Yeah,
that
less hot Biscuit Butt, yes.
I put 50 of the Macho Inaman stickers on the whatnot, and they're all gone. And I put 50 on CommonwealthPicker.com and haven't even announced it or said it, and there's already 9 that have sold today. So.
What, I guess
I'm.
When are we doing? Is that the new one, the Macho Man one?
Yeah. It's Q4, baby. Don't forget your number 7 boxes.
Yeah,
coupon, eBay coupon.
Exactly.
I already ordered my number 7s actually, and I ordered some.
I'll be honest, I have no clue what a number 7 box is. Honestly,
no.
I really don't know which one that is.
It's a priority mail box.
It's a priority mail box, but I'm not sure which one.
12 by 12 by 8, not 8 by 8 by 12. 12 by 12 by 8, Carrie. 12 inch by 12 inch by 8 inch.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay, so we have a brand new tier, Kevin. I don't know if you know this. We have a brand new tier we're adding to the Patreon.
Well, since you got rid of the cheap
$100,
tier, which is what Paul was trying to sign up for.
$100 a month.
Oh, yes, this is a good one.
$100 a month for this new tier.
Yes, there are only 2 spots.
The new tier.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's worth the $100, Carrie. Explain what it is.
So what I'm going to do is you're going to pick I'm going to pick a video from your channel, and I'm just going to roast it. My floating head is going to be on the screen, and I am going to tear apart lovingly but viciously your video. And we will have a little preview of that at the end of this video, so stay tuned.
Nice.
I took Dave's somehow most popular video, I'm sorry, Dave. A lot of your videos are actually good, with all due respect. But that video, I have no idea how it got so many views. It was 3 years ago, and I guess just saying Karen, even if there really wasn't really a Karen in the video, was good enough to blow it up. And it was
what? There was a Karen in that one?
There was kind of, there was, but I mean, it was a bit of a stretch. I mean, it was. It sounded like a dear sweet friend that was trying to help their neighbor from getting, basically ripped off by a short man trying to steal their stuff. That's the vibe I got from the video.
So he did it. I watched it. He roasted my 18-minute video. I watched the whole thing. I laughed many, many times. It was very funny. And so if you want some exposure and you want Carrie to roast you, for $100, you can order this tier. I think it's going to sell out fast.
Yeah, because we're going to be showing you it's advertising, terrible advertising, but advertising nonetheless.
It's a write-off. It's a write-off, guys. It's a write-off for your YouTube channel. And honestly, will you also extend this out to roasting their eBay store if they don't have a channel?
Sure, I'll roast your eBay
Carrie,
store.
That's not believable.
Yeah, because
roasting your eBay store.
That is true. That's well,
that's true. All right, fine. Videos only. Let's
hire that out to like Daily Refinement or something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay,
that's
fine.
true. How to lose your eBay store by Daily Refinement.
Can only do a month. 2 members. Yeah, so I'm adding it right now, guys.
You know what I found was interesting is all these people, all these pickers, and then they got to garage sale on Friday and then Saturday, and everybody's lying to each other. Like, this is where I'm going.
What do you mean?
This is what I'm doing, whatever. And we all end up in the same place. You did on Friday.
We went somewhere different because you just ditched us.
We
were
like the only pickers.
I had no idea where you were or who you were.
You're riding around with old school flips and whatever. Like, nobody invited me? Nobody. You
didn't even want to go to yard sales. First off, you had to be convinced to go. You wanted.
Everybody had a place to be. I had to get Andrew to help me out, and Paul's like, I ain't got nowhere to go either. So Paul jumped in with me and Andrew, and we trusted Death Pile Picker and Art to figure out where we were going. It was an epic.
We didn't ask anyone. I told Jimmy. I said, Jimmy, you figure out where we're going, and he, I think, had planned on going where you guys were. He mapped out a thing as I'm driving there. One of my viewers, amazing lady, texted me and said, Dave,
citywide sale.
I don't think a lot of people know about this.
Too. Oh, I know.
Oh, she sent it to you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but she said there's a citywide sale in Erlanger, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. You know where that is?
And it was 56 sales.
I was so excited. Yeah. I felt like we were going somewhere famous because that's where the eBay International, eBay International Shipping Center, at least it used to be. Yeah. I asked if we could go to the facility and tour it. Nobody wanted to.
She sent us this list of 56 sales, and we're like, let's just go there. Forget Jimmy's list, and we just headed there, and like no one else was there. It was crazy.
Nobody.
Like we were amazed. No. We kept showing up, and there's like no pickers. No pickers. I got Switch games. Carrie got a PSVR system. Jimmy got a Wii. I got a cricket machine. I got I don't know. I probably made like $800 in profit in that day, and we weren't working hard. Like we were just kind of meandering
That's
around.
better than I did.
So
I
we
mean, I
really
did
well.
okay. But there's a lot of us there too. There's Art and Rod and Mike.
Everyone was telling me they ran
Paul.
into you, so I think there was a lot of people doing your
The
route.
key-
Well,
you guys
first
did.
of all, our route wasn't our route. We had to shift gears because the other route that was chosen was ridiculous. Like we were there like an hour and a half before anything started, and there was only a few sales. So me and Paul and Rod kind of switched plans and went down our road.
The key to going to garage sales with you and Art, Kevin, is like you want to find yard sales that have shelves. So because you guys can't reach up to them, and then we can just pick free
ladders.
He found a sweet Splash Bengals hat. It was awesome.
Dude, that was pretty
good.
That,
He's a little braggadocious.
He was supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm a little annoyed with Art, to be honest, because I paid money to sponsor him, assuming that he'd be picking with Kevin and Rod and blah blah blah. He was supposed to wear a shirt that said ADH Dave.
He did not.
That was what I paid for, and he was supposed to say my name 20 times, which would have appeared in your video, Rod's video, everyone else's video, and he did not do it. So I'm a little mad. I'm a little peeved.
Get a refund.
I might have to, If he doesn't, he's gonna have to really pay me back because he really let me down with that one.
No
dude.
Freaking Judge Judy. I want to take this in front of Judge Judy.
That would be good. That would be good.
That would be awesome.
That would be good. I'd love to see
so
Art and Judge
guys.
Judy.
I just added it.
Or
one
go
more
back
thing
down.
about that Patreon tier, guys. It will be played at the end of a Trash to Cash episode. Okay, so if you buy this, you will at the end of an episode have like basically a 10-minute ad.
I'm
a
unrelated.
10-minute ad for your channel. Yeah. We know, Kevin.
We just mentioned it. Yes.
We've been saying it.
Kevin just rang in his head. He understands now.
He's like, oh, I am unrelated. I have a giant trailer that I drive around.
I don't drive.
Okay, so Uncle Steve Picker had a question, Kevin, for you, I think. Okay. He said, what was your personal favorite thing that happened at RR this weekend?
Oh, my gosh.
Which is similar to the question we already asked.
Yeah,
literally the same question.
I tell you what, I did get to go picking with Shad Juice. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I like that guy.
I also picked with Shad Juice, but he actually told me that he had a little more fun with me. You know.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
He said to me behind your back. Didn't say that. He's a very nice guy, though. I
like him.
He's also lost a ridiculous amount of weight.
Yes. Matter of fact,
he's melting away.
Like 100. And, I can't remember what he told me. Crazy.
Awesome.
Looks just. Crazy.
I think he said he lost 200 pounds. Actually.
Yeah,
was what he had said.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, I think he's right. Yeah.
Which is wild. So Death Valley Finds, friend of the show, wrote a message.
His
said,
hair
doesn't
for a
new
look
store
different.
name.
His hair looks the same.
Looking for a new store name. Something to do with Mississippi, Southern hospitality, or something in general. Throwing around sweet tea treasure since I'm so sweet to begin with. What are your thoughts?
For eBay store name?
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Death
It
Valley
doesn't matter.
Finds.
Just do 4642 eBay man. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter. Does it matter?
Unless I think if you're niche down, it matters, but that's it. And I wouldn't put Picker in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to provide some value. I'm going to ask ChatGPT because that's how I get all my answers now.
Do it.
So ChatGPT says Sweet Treasures does have a delightful ring to it, especially if you're looking to highlight the charm of the South or your own sweet nature. Here are some other names inspired by Mississippi, Southern hospitality, and the general charm of the region. You could go with the following Death Valley Finds: Magnolia Marketplace, Mississippi Moon Finds, Southern Belle Bazaar, Delta Delights Emporium, Bayou Boutique, Sweet Magnolia Mercantile. That one's not bad. But it's too much like the Joanna Gaines thing, the Magnolia thing. Yeah. Riverbend Relics, Southern Porch Picks, Mississippi Charm Cash. Dixie Dream Finds. That one's not bad. Honeysuckle Heaven Store. Hey, doesn't he sell honey? That could be good. Honeysuckle
Sean
Heaven
does
Store.
Sell honey. Yeah.
Oh no, Honeysuckle Haven Store. Southern Grace Goods, Delta Dawn Discovery.
There's a lot of good ones in there, honestly. It's almost like ChatGPT is better than us at everything. That's what I'm learning. We are becoming obsolete.
I read a story today. About someone who had been having like this physical ailment for 18 months. They saw 17 doctors. They punched it all into ChatGPT and it diagnosed them successfully.
Wow.
How crazy is that? 17 doctors couldn't diagnose them. But
so how do you know it was successful?
A
doctor had to confirm it?
Yeah.
Or did
I don't know.
ChatGPT
maybe they recommended a certain drug. When I say I read an
article,
how
come it doesn't make it?
He read the headline in passing while he was on the toilet and he moved quickly from it.
There's so much truth in what Carrie just said.
He was mid.
So
he was mid turd. So he was
screws up eBay.
Well, it's not ChatGPT. That's just their own AI. It's not as good.
Should eBay even be messing with AI?
I would say,
should they even be dealing with something like that? They can barely figure out how to get us paid for the stuff that sells.
Dave, I would say that List Perfectly is now integrated with ChatGPT. Just saying.
You know what? Vendu did that last month. But yeah, that's cool.
Guess what, guys?
Code ADH Dave.
List Perfectly. List Perfectly allows you to list on several sites. American Arbitrage.
More important than any sort of cross listing, I have a Bonanza sale,
and I was so confused. Get out of town!
Like, no, listen. I wake up and I say, "It's."
Is that why Bonanza stock went up this morning?
So and so sent you money on PayPal. I'm like, why did someone send me money on PayPal? Like, I didn't get an email about the Bonanza sale.
Nobody lets you know. There's no way to know if you have a Bonanza sale. Money.
And I look, and it's like, it says on there that I got $45 for my Spider-Man web slinger, which I bought with you, Carrie, at that sale. I got the Nintendo Switch at.
Hey, had another sale.
Nice.
And I paid $1 on that. And I'm like, what is this? I reached out to Tina. I'm like, Tina, did you sell something to someone on Insta, or did you agree to something in the comments? She's like, no. I was like, I don't know.
You have to type in Bonanza reselling platform, but you have to do it on Ask Jeeves.
Because I forgot I even had stuff listed on Bonanza. I didn't even realize I had stuff listed on Bonanza.
If it's listed on eBay, it's listed on Bonanza.
Well, I'm looking in Vendu. I don't see any sales. I'm looking in Mercari. I can't find it. And finally, I'm like, what if it was Bonanza? And I figured out my login.
I feel like if there was a nuclear explosion, two things would survive: Bonanza 1 and cockroaches. That's it. Bonanza would still be live somewhere.
I had 2 Bonanza sales last month. 2 of them.
Banana sales?
I just sold something else on eBay.
So what's your sale of the week on eBay?
Yeah,
Kev.
A Cutco knife. I shut my store down forever. I have 27 sales though. The store shut down. That's pretty good. It was like 4 days shut down. 27 sales. That's not bad.
It's not good either, but yeah.
For a shutdown store.
Horrible.
Yeah, I've heard of better. I know a lot of better.
I had a lady on the boat. I had a lady on the boat come up, and I couldn't quite understand what she's getting at. She's like, I want to pay you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I can't figure out how to pay you. I'm like, you don't need to pay me for anything. And come to find out, she's talking about channel memberships and all these people she has channel memberships to. It's like, I can pay Dave. I don't want to pay him, but I still pay him. I was like, you don't need to pay me anything.
That's awesome. I love her. What's her name?
I can't remember.
Wow. Well, I probably put it at the end of all my videos because that's how I treat my paid subscribers. Guys, by the way, I've been losing tons of members. Can you please go subscribe to my channel? Kev, I got this comic book just
Become
for you.
a member of your
Check
channel.
it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
Bonanza, the comic book.
Yeah,
isn't that cool?
Look,
15 cents.
It's talking about railroads and it's talking about spittoons.
Competition for a railroad contract pits the Cartwrights against a murderous rival.
Dude, you want to read that, don't you,
Kev? How about that guy that had the eBay magazine that had everybody sign it? That guy's, you could have got a lot of signatures and sold something there.
Dude, I had so many of those magazines. I should have thought of that.
Yeah. Brought it and just had a table like Ken signing stuff. That's good. Hey, speaking of Ken, I hear Jimmy at the end of that podcast say, he's like, we're next. He's like, we're going to be the ones. We're going to host this thing. We're going to, just the 3 of them. They're going to host one. So, really? Dave, that's what he said.
Listen, can I tell you something? I asked recently ChatGPT to write a folksy story about the Commonwealth picker on YouTube.
Nice.
I asked it, a short story. I asked it to write a short story. So
I thought we've done this before.
A folksy tale? It's literally called The Tale of Commonwealth Picker, and I'm planning on publishing it on Amazon.
The Beverly Hills.
Dude, why not? Why not just
Your
literally
life is a lot like that.
It's the opposite. I was in the city and I moved to the sticks instead of the sticks to the city.
You're bizarro.
Carrie, this is literally a money printing machine. We should get ChatGPT to write folksy stories about every YouTuber and publish them as ebooks.
We charge people on Patreon.
We're going to sell them. We're going to sell them on Amazon.
Oh my god. We're going to
sell them on Kindle.
Yeah. It's Kindle. Wow.
Gosh. Yeah, okay, so the tale of the Commonwealth picker. Down in the heart of Virginia, where the Blue Ridge Mountains kiss the horizon and the fields swayed with whispers of the past. Hold on, let's get ASMR on this.
I'll breathe.
There lived a man named Earl. Locally, everyone knew him as the Commonwealth picker. Earl had a knack for finding treasures hidden in plain sight. With a camera slung around his neck, it's on your neck, he would set out exploring yard sales, thrift stores, and forgotten barns, documenting his finds for his YouTube audience. One day, as Earl was rummaging through a seemingly mundane garage sale, he stumbled upon an old dusty journal. That's you. That's your real name in this story. They've decided to call you Earl.
Who's Earl?
Which I think fits you, honestly.
You are, yeah. A little Earlish.
He stumbled upon an old dusty journal. The pages were yellowed with age and the ink was faded. Intrigued, Earl decided to buy the journal for a mere 50 cents, thinking it would make for an interesting read. That evening, as he sat on his porch with a cup of warm tea, Earl opened the journal and began to read. It turned out to be the diary of a woman named Abigail, who had lived in Virginia during the Civil War era.
Wow, so during his era.
She wrote of her love for a soldier, the hardships they faced, and the beautiful Virginia landscape that provided solace during those tumultuous times. Moved by Abigail's tales, Earl decided to share them on his YouTube channel.
Computers are going to kill us all, aren't they? Computers are going to kill us. Am I right? Because this is way too freaking good.
This is way too good. Recounting them in his folksy, engaging manner. Before he knew it, the story of Abigail and her soldier lover became a sensation. People from all over the Commonwealth and beyond tuned in, eagerly awaiting each installment from her journal. One day, a message popped up in Earl's inbox. It was a woman named Clara.
How long is
who claimed
this?
to be
Clara, list
it's almost over.
We're almost to chapter 2.
It's almost over. Who claimed to be a direct descendant of Abigail. Touched by the story, she invited Earl to her home, where she revealed a box of old letters, photographs, and artifacts belonging to Abigail. Together, Earl and Clara collaborated to piece together the rest of Abigail's story, discovering the incredible journey of love, loss, and resilience.
There we go.
The duo decided to open a small museum in Abigail's honor, showcasing the artifacts and telling the tale of the past. The Commonwealth Pickers YouTube channel transformed from just another picker's journey to a historic treasure trove. Aww. Earl had unknowingly united a community, reminding them of the rich tapestry of stories that lay hidden in their own backyards. And so, in the heart of Virginia, the tale of the Commonwealth Picker became a testament to the power of storytelling and treasures that await.
Comment down below if you hated this segment.
I liked it.
I don't even understand. It's like doesn't even.
That was beautiful, man.
Whatever.
That was beautiful,
a
man.
Nice story. I really
Abigail.
Earl.
Kids will grow up and they won't know what it's like to live before AI.
Chat AI. Dude, it's Carrie, I really like this idea of he's crying, guys. He's crying.
It was beautiful, man.
He's so moved by this beautiful tale.
I got one. I got a tear. I got a tear. I did it. Look at that. I'm an actor.
Okay, so we've been helping people in the comments and in the Patreon, and Hidden Find said, what do you think of eBay's new revenue-producing program, Off-Site Ads? Wouldn't List Perfectly be a better investment?
I don't
have
understand.
No idea what that is. What is that?
They should buy List Perfectly as well. You can advertise your eBay store on Google, right?
Even the promoted listings, and there's one giant benefit for promoted listings is the promoted listings inside of the eBay platform is one thing, but when they're taking these things and they're appearing on Google, you're getting a lot of first-time buyers coming in. So I think that part of promoted listings is actually beneficial to eBay. The inside eBay stuff and basically charging for promoting inside of the eBay platform stinks, I think, but whatever. I don't understand.
So since we can't intelligently answer this, so I asked ChatGPT, and it said, here are some of the pros and cons of eBay's Off-Site Ads program.
What was Abigail's museum's name, by the way? What did they name that museum? I want to know. So, according to ChatGPT Hidden Finds, the pros are increased visibility. Listings get exposed to a broader audience. And, sellers are only charged an advertising fee if the ad directly leads to a sale. So that's good. That's a pro. Speaking of
the cons are the additional fees. The additional fees and the lack of control. So there's your question answered. Go ahead, Carrie.
Speaking of exposed, you should tell everybody your story from your hotel room.
Yeah.
Before I do that, can I tell you that it then went on to pitch List Perfectly? Oh, do you want me to read that part? It says advantage of using List Perfectly.
Wait, let's hear this.
Diversified sales channel. Instead of relying solely on eBay, you can reach audiences on various platforms. Efficiency. List Perfectly saves time by eliminating the need to
American Arbitrage 30, guys.
The potential downside for List Perfectly is subscription cost and platform rules. Which is a better investment? They say Vendu code ADHDave. That's what ChatGPT said. So
I knew you were gonna do that. You were way too giddy about your pitch for List Perfectly there.
I've had 3 eBay sales.
No Nose
since
Picker
the show
said
started,
looks okay. Go ahead, Kevin. What are your sales?
I don't know. I didn't remember the second one, but the second one or third one was Pokemon card. Or no, Pokemon Lotto.
Guys, if you don't know, Kevin's been drinking this whole podcast from that flask, so he's a little bit confused.
Hey, I drank almost nothing at that whole event. I had like maybe 4 drinks, just FYI. Total, 2 days. Yeah, and Art bought me every single one of them, I think.
It's more than I've had pretty much my whole life, Kevin.
Yeah.
Miss Ray's Heck Resell wants to know who you thought the best dancer was at the rally.
I know who the worst was. I better not say it.
Carrie.
I
got on the floor, dude. I dropped it low for the people.
In my video, there's my wife getting, I don't know if it's electric slide or something, but she was up there dancing, and Rod was there, and Paul was there. It was pretty fun to watch, I have to admit.
Yeah. No Nose Picker said, looks like you had a great time this weekend. Did you learn anything important about eBay to share with us?
No.
That's really not what this. I mean, individually, I talked to a lot of people and talked about what they were selling and their own experiences. I learned a lot of anecdotal stuff that I thought was cool, but the event really wasn't about that. It was just a networking event.
It's about getting drunk on a boat.
New Jersey Picker confronted me on the phone about me downplaying the quality of his questions.
Yes.
And so I think I told him he's got to up his game. I told him he's got to up his game. And so he sent his questions.
He put a tip in the charity whatnot auction. Thank you, by the way. And said something about I think he put 3 questions in the charity auction comments, which I didn't read.
Yeah, because they got to be good to read. You could pay us, though. That's fine.
Yeah.
Here are his 3 questions, okay? Number 1, if you were put in charge of creating a brand new global holiday, what would you name it, and how would it be celebrated? What time of year would it be held?
No more questions from New Jersey Picker Day, and it would be January 2nd.
January 21st, when we have this Trash to Cash bash. That's funny, Gary. I got to give you credit. Hey, New Jersey Picker, you should do, maybe since he runs the Facebook, maybe you should kick this whole thing off, Gary, with a review of his YouTube channel and just rip him just for free.
I'm totally fine with him doing that for $100. I would if everybody wants us to, I will.
Page,
well, as payment, are you trying to say instead of paying him to do that, we should just give him
instead of? I wasn't aware we were paying him, but maybe we should.
Hey, calm down.
If it was as important to Dave as the Discord, he would have done it.
Here's the thing. Facebook. I would have a holiday on December 23rd. There would be a poll, and you would have moments like the airing of grievances, the feats of strength.
Poll, that kind of
and
poll.
Of course, the
you ChatGPT this, didn't you?
No, I'm just quoting Seinfeld, actually.
Festivus for the rest of us?
Festivus for the rest of us, guys. That's the holiday we need.
Kevin, what would you do?
Kevin?
I would say this. I did this give an eBay gift card for Christmas thing, and Yakov Ben sent me a message. He said, and he hashtagged give an eBay gift card for Hanukkah. I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. Holiday. Cool. That would be
just the holidays. Yeah,
I gotta think about that. Maybe
outrageous. This
roller
is the second
coaster
question.
Holiday, Dave. Dave would like that.
There already is one. There's already International Coaster Day. What outrageous conspiracy theory do you think might actually seem like a logical argument?
My wife doesn't
think
think
landing,
they landed on. Yeah,
I don't
my
think
wife
we landed on the
isn't
moon.
completely agree. She's gonna love
Pretty
you.
sure there was more than one shooter. That killed JFK. I mean,
she hated. That's a good one.
She hated this event. That's all she talked about on the way home.
You want to really not believe in the moon landing? Go watch India's moon landing footage. Looks like it came off a Commodore 64.
She doesn't believe in the moon landing either. She says, "How come we cannot get a cell phone signal from the shed and they can talk to us from the moon?" That's her.
That's true. I know. That's the one that I can totally. Although if at the end of my life I found out it was true, I'd be okay with that. Not that surprised either. But I like to not believe in the moon landing. That's my favorite one to believe in.
Look, how are we going to even? How do you even take off to the moon when the Earth is flat to begin with? How is that even work?
And why is the Earth? Why is the moon not flat?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin. What's your conspiracy theory you could get on board with?
I don't know. I'm trying to that I can get on board with. Oh, I believe in the conspiracy theory.
You could feel like you could believe in it if you wanted to believe.
Yeah, You have to give me a minute to think about that one. Oh, how about this one? I'll go with Tim. That dinosaurs never
dinosaurs aren't
existed,
real.
except
I could get down with that one
here's
too.
my theory. Reptiles never stopped growing, right? And so all these cultures around the world talk about people living to massive advanced ages. So clearly in the past, the world was a little bit different. So if reptiles could live 50 times longer than they do it, they just keep growing their whole lives, they'd be some big old dinosaurs.
Oh, I also like, some people say there was no dinosaurs, there was just dragons.
Just dragons.
Yeah. So
there's actually
dragons.
quite a few pictures in ancient Greece of some
dragons,
sea creatures, and that
on,
they
like,
speak
walls
of
and stuff too.
But they speak of them in their narratives as well, and in their histories as well. So
I will tell you, aliens are real, and I'm pretty sure when I was 7, from the second story of my window, one was looking at me. I remember that it was like 2 a.m, and it creeped me the heck out.
That
one time, an orb followed us home. Also.
Okay, so here's his last one. A witch has cast a spell on you, turning you into an inanimate, non-electronic object for a year. Non-electronic. To be changed back into a human from before the year is up. You need to be able to get at least 100 people to touch you. What inanimate object would you be?
An enema. That's me. I would do an enema.
How are you going to get 100 people to touch one enema?
Turn your computer off. Turn your computer off. Just put AI away. Put ChatGPT away. Let's focus in reality here. Like angels. My mom has an angel story.
New Jersey Pickers question.
It was?
That was a New Jersey Pickers question, yeah.
What was the question?
I would be a bike seat. I would be a bike seat in Europe because everyone uses community bikes.
His question was so stupid, we thought it was artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Although you'd get lots of farts on you, so maybe bike seat's not a good one. Bike handlebar. That's a little better.
Yeah.
Did you meet anybody that you thought was really interesting at Reseller?
I really like Joy.
You had not met Joy? Oh, yeah, that's right. You had met Joy.
I don't think I had. No. Yeah. I enjoyed meeting her. I enjoyed meeting Joy. It was joyful.
There was some Discord members
I enjoyed everyone I met.
So what are you going to do in your Trash to Cash event? Are Discord members going to get they didn't have to sit in the lower level of the boat? That would be, is there a benefit
so with
for
Trash to
Discord
Cash
member?
events, all Trash to Cash events, the ticket sales open early to Patreon members, of course.
So you get their money before everybody. That's not much of a bonus.
But they also get an NFT. They get an NFT. They get the.
They get a go. Everybody that's in the Discord goes into the.
Each event's going to have a Discord or an NFT.
Trash V-Friends. Trash friends.
Exactly. You get it by buying a ticket, but you get a special edition one if you're a Patreon buyer.
If you're in the Patreon or Discord and you come to the event, you get to help us plan the surprise Kevin Jelly Hands. He's not going to know when the Jelly Hands is going to happen, but it's going to happen.
Hey, I participated in a White Castle Hands.
You did. You did White Castle Hands. Yes, you did. That's close enough. You did get some hamburger on your hand.
We did sell on the charity auction jelly hands for Carrie. It went to charity, but
that was cool.
yeah,
that was
someone
cool.
paid over $400. Mike paid over $400 just to watch Carrie get.
I have to ship him something. What should I ship him? Because I got to ship something.
Ship him one of your fanny packs. Cloths. See if you can get rid of some of them.
Yeah. Yeah. When did you? Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. Letting people take stuff's a little confusing because is Heather going to remember who got their item already? I guess it's missing.
Yeah,
so she'll figure it out.
Well, we've got a list. Yeah. Rod sent me a list of everybody who took something. Although we had multiple items that people just came up and took without us documenting it. Yes. And I had to find. I looked at their name, and then I looked at it on Whatnot, and I tried to look it up on Instagram, and then if they had pictures of the reseller rally, I knew they were there, and I knew they took it.
Okay, so we know Kevin's good sale. Carrie, did you have a good sale?
I sold the paw wrap of the wrapper. I've sold a lot of cards as usual. I sold
that was for what?
I think I sold 3 cards today for over $20 a piece. That's not bad for me. So the $1.50 card myth is a lie. That's only most of what I sell. I think I would have gotten
another negative feedback.
A Cutco bread knife, $82 plus shipping.
Who's paying?
Who cares that much about a bread knife? I don't understand.
Do you think there's bread making YouTube channels that just make bread?
Oh, no doubt.
People watch it.
Yeah, there is. Actually, there is. I sold, my big sale is a Mitutoyo height gauge. It's a tool, and it helps you measure the height of things, and I sold it for $105.
Nice.
It's 8 inches, if you're wondering. Yeah.
So what are you doing here? Are you ramping up for Q4, or are you just forget it? I'm just doing whatnot.
Dude, I really need to. Well, I need to do either or. Either one would be good for me to do, honestly. And instead of just doing nothing, so that's not great. I got to change
How many
that.
of these comics are you listing like straight, like raw?
None.
Hey,
None
speaking
right now,
of,
because
I've
I'm
got a
waiting for
bone to
Gemini
pick.
comic mailers to come in the mail.
There's
but
been
once they come,
there's been
I've got a
so
whole
many
short box.
videos. Carrie will appreciate this.
All of these are being sold as is, Kev.
And are you doing eBay or whatnot, or a mix?
Those will all be. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I could do whatnot.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
I wonder
think
how
so.
we do.
But I just want to recall how many videos you've talked about grading being a scam.
Yeah, if a scam can benefit me, I'm on board. You know?
Exactly.
Like your whole scam with the truck thing. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
The truck. First of all, I'm thinking, Joel ponied up a little bit of cash for this thing. Thank you, Joel. So, American Bubble Boy. So, go get your tape over there. Code Commonwealth, 5% off.
I call him a bubble man.
I'm thinking about the Bubble Bus. What do you think? Name this thing.
What about them?
It doesn't have a name.
The bubble bus. The bubble bus.
The bubble bus. Yeah.
So
what's the worst thing that could happen if you name the vehicle after your sponsor?
Did you hear the story about the insurance? Did I tell you that story? We're driving down the road. Mike isn't exactly, Mike's a little, just
he's got a few screws
crazy.
Loose.
Yeah, and I'm driving down the road and I call for insurance while we're driving because I'm watching this thing like along the cliffs. It was a little scary. I think I told that story. I think I did it on one of the lives.
You didn't? I don't think you. I think you told it just to us. I don't think you.
No, I told it because Dave was getting annoyed that I was telling the story while we were doing it. You can look it up on the live. Yeah,
I'm here to register myself for the IAPA Expo in Orlando.
What is that?
Someone just told me I should go to the IAPA Expo. What does it stand for?
What are you talking about, Dave?
Yeah, seriously, this is ridiculous.
Kevin was telling a story, so I got distracted.
I just sold 3 Starbucks mugs. I haven't sold a Starbucks mug in forever. I sold 3.
The International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions trade show. Ooh, I do want to go to that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Cool, deal.
You're unemployed now. Go for it.
Carrie, come with me. Fly over here for that.
I'll go. When is it?
That'd be fun. November 17th.
All right.
Be cool.
Carrie says he's going to drive.
Give him a couple weeks notice.
So we're thinking next year rolling out this bus first sale. We're thinking about Peaches to Beaches. We've never been before. So Carrie says he's flying.
When is that?
I'll fly out and go. Yeah, Beaches
to Beaches.
I am a flyer now.
Yard sale or whatever.
Yeah, Georgia,
yeah. All the way to Florida, right? It goes all the way to Florida. That's March 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
Let's see. How far does it go? Does it come all the way down to where I'm at?
Yeah. We could all pick, and we could all go back to that thing. I'm not shipping your stuff, though, and Dawn ain't coming,
start at
Carrie.
the beaches. We should start at the beaches and go up to the peaches, not the other way around.
Well, that would make it really hard on me.
I get my peaches down in Georgia.
But I just feel like, because the way they titled it, everyone's starting at the peaches and going to the beaches.
Or we could do this.
Backwards.
Since Mike's coming from the other direction, we could start there, and Mike could bring the trailer. We could meet in the middle.
Ask ChatGPT what we should do.
And then we could.
Great idea. Let's ask
somebody. We could ask somebody to go with us, and then let's not ask.
Let's have them determine everything.
Please.
What should I eat? Ask them. I'm hungry.
What should I eat for breakfast?
Ask Chat. Well, all right. Don't. I'm not even going to start.
Ask them how we can ingratiate the robots so that they don't kill us when they take over. Like, how can we become useful to them?
Hey, think about this, Dave.
I was talking to someone, Kevin, and he was literally said, he went to ChatGPT and he said, hey, ChatGPT, I have ham, I have eggs, ketchup, and tomatoes in my fridge. What can I make? And then he figured out a dinner because that's all he had in his fridge. Pretty cool.
Omelet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have just had a ham tomato paste.
Yeah, he could have made egg and ham breakfast with ketchup on top. That's it. A slice of tomato on the side.
Yeah, or like a burrito with ketchup on it, like some sort of like sociopath.
Oh, come on. Listen, if we didn't do this charity whatnot auction, think about this for a second. We could have all been out yard selling on Friday, all been out yard selling on Saturday, and sold it all off, shipped it right there, and gone back home with nothing. Or the good stuff.
Was the auction on Friday or Saturday?
It was on Saturday at 1:30.
Okay. Yeah.
Darn charity stuff. Made a lot of
Phil
money.
wants to know how you got the cheese out of your beard, Carrie.
I didn't.
He wiped it on Mike.
It's still there.
Poor Mike.
Poor Mike. Mike was fun.
He paid all that money, and you're wiping it all over him. Dude.
Yeah,
we
was wiping it on himself.
Roy,
I get to see Mike. He's going to
Roy
Boss.
and his wife from Arcade Treasure Center gave us. They had their RV there, and they gave us a bunch of wet naps, and we went to town.
That's good.
Perfect.
There was no chair.
Then I took a shower, which is interesting.
Yeah, there was no chairs.
I recommend them.
Susquehanna Picker said, your thoughts on eBay collecting sales tax across the board. For instance, in Pennsylvania, no tax in clothing, but when I sell clothing to someone in Pennsylvania, eBay collects tax, and it pays the state.
You don't want to get me going on
this. Of course, the state won't speak up because it's free money.
Yeah.
Really, is that true?
Yeah, it is. Well, I don't know that it's true, but I suspect it is. Think about the headache already of collecting taxes and different tax law from everywhere, and then starting to get into the niche down section. Like, we have a tax holiday a couple of days a year if you're buying, like, school supplies. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine having to integrate that into your system? That would be ridiculous. It's like the 1099 thing. The lower that number goes, the more people get included. Imagine the bureaucracy of that. And we talk about eBay fees going up. Part of the reason eBay fees going up is because they started to do the tax collecting and all the distribution and the 1099 reporting. That's going to make it even worse. They're adding more and more of a job to eBay, which is good for us. But it would be better if we didn't have to do any of it, obviously, because then eBay wouldn't have to expend that money and we wouldn't be paying the fee. It's like us, when the shipping costs go up, we're not going to eat it. We're going to pass it on. So when that cost goes up to eBay, they're going to pass it on to us. So all these government things coming down are added expenses. You're falling asleep. I'll shut up. Just watch the Flipper channel if you want to learn something.
The people are listening, Kevin.
The people are listening. I think the 1 hour 20-minute mark is when we should start talking about tax stuff. That'll bring them home.
My resellers in Commonwealth.
Well, I'm still waiting for Kevin to bring us some feedback from the last episode, but he's got nothing for us.
Which last episode?
Tell us something you learned
some comments. Well, I didn't know which one
Kevin
to do.
The comment of the week.
Like, what did you learn from the king of eBay when you spoke to them?
We should count these lives as episodes, no?
Yeah, why are we doing an episode right now? That's
I asked you that too.
Yeah, we did 2 episodes since last. Well, I didn't. I did 1, but you two did 2 episodes. So what are we doing this for? We should hide this behind a paywall.
This is
Kevin. Sometimes it's not just about you, buddy. It's about the people.
Well, I was appreciative. Y'all did the second live completely without me, and looks like there was, a few super chats in there. So I appreciate that.
There was.
Yeah, you were in that bathroom in the boat for so long, Kevin. What happened?
I wasn't, but I will tell you, I don't think. No, I went in there once. Or you went in the bathroom, and I'm like, that's the quietest place on the boat. You should have just done the podcast from the bathroom.
We checked a couple times.
The boat was hot, by the way.
It was. That was
very warm inside the inner areas of the boat. It was very sweaty in there.
Yeah.
So that's work on that for the next time. So Kevin, are you gonna run the next one next year?
No.
You're not gonna do it. You've already told Pete and John you're not interested in helping them.
No, they didn't ask.
Guys, reach out to me. I can help you. I'll be
Kevin has bowed out, and Dave will take the place.
Me and Carrie, Carrie specifically.
No swag bags.
I will be
we'll
there.
Be in a bowling alley.
No freaking wasted swag bags. You're gonna make a profit when I run this.
No swag bags.
Trust me, you won't make a profit when Dave runs it.
You know what was weird about the swag bags is there was so many bags within the bag. The swag bag was just a bag of bags.
Just like a FlipCon, it's just a bag of bags.
Would you like 7 bags? Here you go.
Without the sponsors, we'd have taken a bath in this thing, man. I mean, it would have been. Yeah. Stuff's expensive.
All 3 of you in one bathtub.
Remember Josh, FlipCon? Josh made money on the first one, and the second one he didn't make any money. He lost. Well, he wasn't selling the FlipCon. He would have lost money.
Yeah, I don't. Well, definitely don't need swag bags. I'm just gonna come out on a limb.
All right, y'all tell us down below.
The pube shaver was nice. I did appreciate that.
I should do a swag bag unboxing here. I didn't see a Bindu bag.
Let's see what's in the swag bag.
Let's see.
Okay. Let's see what's
there was no Bindu. Yeah, Bindu was very, very quiet on the swag bag front.
All right, so there's a List Perfectly bag right there. The bag itself.
More bags.
Got to give me props
99-cent bags I get at IKEA work fine.
And send them to John. Yeah,
I didn't know we made little IKEA bags like those. Those are cute.
I made it. John, we got this little my go-to tape, Commonwealth.
Oh, cool.
My Reseller Rally Cup. There you go. Did you get a swag bag?
That's the only thing I drink out of.
I got a swag bag, yeah.
Yeah. Got another
I am a swag bag.
My Reseller Genie swag.
That's what Dawn calls me, her little swag bag.
Because these are like way better than what I was getting anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what this came from. Flipping Bridge. We're doing a promo here. Flipping Bridge City.
What is that? Who's Flipping Bridge
City? And it's
City?
got, look at that, QR codes, and it's just a little note.
You guys were just taking...
That probably turns you on, all those QR codes, Kevin. He's all hot and bothered when he sees
you may see the camera going upwards.
Hydration for certain people. We should have done...
Was there literally
Kirkland's signature.
You should have done, like, who was going to be... Like, at the beginning, like, who's going to get the most wasted on the boat? And then at the end, you could talk about who was the most wasted. That would have been...
Who got the most wasted, do you think?
Oh, here it is. There you go.
Look at that.
Did you see this yet, Dave?
Look at that. Look at
you
that.
Didn't open the bag
so
yet,
creepy. Why was that in there?
Is that supposed to be you?
Yeah.
Mid-Journey could draw way better.
That looks like Kevin 70 years ago, maybe.
Listen, Jespy Crafton did this, and it was a promo for her business, so there you go. So that was very good.
Then. If she made it, then I like it.
She made it.
There you go.
Well.
There you go. A little less perfectly tape measure. That's good. A little Cincinnati Picker sticker.
We didn't need that.
Lots of stickers.
No, waste of time and money.
Yeah, why did they even give us a swag bag if we're getting a Cincinnati Picker sticker?
Get your bubble wrap. Look at that QR code on it.
So it's just... Are you telling me it's just to sell us more stuff?
Yeah. A notebook.
We already have a notebook from the Bridge City people, whoever they are.
I have to cover up the explicit words on the Death Pile Picker sticker. There you go. Yeah.
But
there
like,
ABC Matt.
If you had none of those items, would your life be worse?
Of course. Look at that.
I think to be honest, I left most of that in my hotel room, to be completely honest.
Oh, should tell me. There you go. This is New Jersey Picker.
He's holding up $100 New Jersey Picker.
This is Brian Klaus's business makes these. And
why
it's
does it say
New Jersey
Picker on it?
Because he made them for New Jersey Picker. You want some rubber $100 bills? There you go.
Yeah.
Nashville Flippers.
This is the worst part of the show.
I know. Personally, I don't need any.
This
I don't
is
need
worse
any rubber,
than the ChatGPT story, and that was pretty bad.
Rod Grimes.
How come you didn't ask me for a sticker?
Look at this thing. I don't know where this came from. Look at that little pin.
Railroad pin. What
is this? Oh, look. This is John flipping.
You guys literally would. Hello, everybody. Welcome to American Arbitrage Roast, America's favorite reselling roast channel. I'm watching reseller channels where they go to garage sales and thrift stores and yada yada, so that you don't have to. I mean, you're gonna have to watch it with me because I'm gonna watch it right now. But today we're watching Dave. ADH Dave Picks is his name. I just went to his. I used AI technology, and I went to his. I just clicked on the popular button on YouTube, and I'm going to watch his most popular video. It has 626,000 views for some reason. The thumbnail is "I hate resellers," and the Karen next door would not let me get a good price. The Karen next door would not let me get a good price. So we're gonna see what happens.
What's the name of this chair? Doesn't it have like
chair
a famous
talk.
name?
Let's go.
I can't remember what it is. It's like an H word or something.
Chair with a silent C, maybe.
Morning. How are you?
I like how all resellers, including myself,
getting some exercise.
Start out. I'm talking over Dave, of course,
balls?
as always. We start with just fake politeness.
Haven't played
It
that
just
in a
makes
while.
it makes the this is how the sausage is made. It makes us seem more relatable if we're talking at the start and we're being friendly, so that you guys will hear interactions and maybe something cool will happen. Ooh, AP Psychology. I would have flunked that. Ooh, clothing. Why are all the clothing at yard sales always like on a ladder and a rod? That's it. I'm not sure what it is. It seems like they've all gotten together and figured that out as a way to display clothing, it seems. Uh-oh, swear word.
Is this a real restaurant?
Swear word.
Yeah, it's in Lake City, Florida.
Uh-oh.
How much are the shoes?
Dave knows nothing about shoes.
I mean, might as well for 50 cents.
50 cents? I mean,
Size
yeah.
10 too.
You're not going to list them anyway, so what does it matter?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $1.
Look at that. Look at that, giving the people more money than they ask. Oh my gosh,
shoe.
he is playing this by the
How much
books.
are your sunglasses? I forgot mine. I'm like,
Gosh.
I need sunglasses.
What a homer.
Oh.
That is just so.
Make sure to subscribe.
Well, if you ever
Honestly,
I'm in the mood.
I mean, there's better channels. His channel's great. See, now I feel bad. I always feel bad. How can I do a roast channel if I feel bad? You have to have just no remorse for what you say, and I'm going to feel bad about even the slightest mean thing I say.
Can I ask him how much the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books are?
Take care.
What are those? So I don't really know how to set this up, guys, so I'm watching this behind the camera and just putting my face here, so this should be interesting and also weird. Just buy it, Dave. Dave loves to waste money at yard sales on stuff he's not sure if it's valuable or not. And then he finds out it isn't, and then he complains about how he's not a good YouTuber or reseller on his Flipper channel. That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, we'll get him.
So, Flipper channel. If you don't know what a Flipper channel is, a lot of these people who go to garage sales, yard sales, they also have a channel, a separate channel, where they show them selling that stuff.
If you have one, that'd be awesome, yeah.
Here we go.
Look at all these straws.
Straws, yeah. Look at that, man. How does this have this many views? He's talking about, so far he's talked about straws and a chair.
Were you guys like Disney timeshare members?
Disney timeshares.
Should have been.
For the amount of Disney stuff?
Right when they started announcing it, the first couple years, it was like, hey, we're going to do this vacation club thing. I kept trying to convince the family way out.
That seems like it's a waste of money, the Disney timeshare thing. Like all timeshares. Is Dave?
We would have saved.
Is Dave trying to sell us Disney timeshares right now? Maybe that's it.
Got like it all calculated out.
Good play. That's very Commonwealth picker of you.
Well, it's hard to commit to that sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
Because you never
I kind
know.
of zoned out, but I think he's talking about the same stuff.
What is this?
Yeah, so Franklin Mint.
Franklin Mint.
Collectible things out of pewter.
It's the Danbury Mint of mini collectible sculptures, whatever the heck those are, little statue guys.
For $50, they're on eBay
for
like $100.
They're on eBay. What are the solds?
They're selling for that much, or they're listed for that much?
Listed. He got you. He got you. Dave got you.
Probably 100.
Yeah.
I even tried to go down to 40 for him, and he's like, "No, that's not worth my time."
Yeah. It's not worth your time. You got to sell it cheap because it's also not worth Dave's time.
And when I was a kid, we had them up in the home. They were on a shelf. You always got a good chance to look at them and stuff. But yeah,
this is for.
I just got a random message on my computer. I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah.
You probably didn't hear that. That was in my headphones.
I do have some
low quality content from Carrie as always.
Yeah. How heavy is this thing?
It's not terribly heavy. It's not exactly.
How heavy is it? That's good.
Okay.
As a eBay, YouTube reseller person, you should just know by lifting stuff up how heavy it is at this point. You've been doing this a while, dude.
That's higher powered than that.
Uh-oh.
Where do you plug
Tool
into
talk.
right
I don't
here?
know anything about tools.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and it doesn't. It's not like for blowing up footballs.
What's it for?
Like that.
Tires? Little
stuff,
tires
right?
or regular tires?
And then what's this down here?
That's just a.
Is that what all you do, Dave? You just ask people what stuff is?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I think I'll
look at all that
though.
cash. Look at all that cash. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Get the lion. Are you getting the lion? That's old.
This lion's cool.
It is cool.
Too.
I just told you that.
For the Franklin.
Oh, is what?
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be fun to look
at the Jester mug. That's not worth anything. Also,
this is part of it too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Look at you.
Yep. Good luck with your sale.
Forced niceness. I love it. Let's do 15 seconds of you walking away. Okay. Good.
Morning.
Good morning. Uh-oh, that dog senses evil. Dog senses evil.
Have fun, ladies.
What do we got here? We got a haunted doll. Oh, those are loving family figures. They're actually worth money, Dave. Did you know that? You could sell them for like $5 a piece. Sell them in lots if you like. You're also going to learn on this channel. I'm going to tell you stuff that Dave's not telling you. Is that Horseman? That's a good brand. I don't know what that is.
Can you see that?
Just buy it, Dave. It's not going to be that much. Just ask how much it is, Dave. Are they American? Oh, they're American Girl. They're not Horsemen.
Yeah, how much are you?
Watch him try to act like he doesn't know what it is.
Your first customer.
Of course.
All three of them?
Yeah.
How much is this stuff on the
everything, all
ground?
the American Girl. What are you thinking?
And the baby?
Is that American Girl?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a beauty baby.
Hit
The
the like
whole
button.
Oh, gosh.
Hit the like button on my channel
You can think.
You don't even have to go to
I can
his
look
channel
around a little.
at this point because you're seeing the video. Oh, dude, those little light balls that shoot
Everyone has a Wii Fit
light
board,
everywhere. Oh yeah, everybody has a Wii Fit board.
You
It's best to do these roast channels after you've been flying all day and you're exhausted because I can barely put a sentence together. So I think that's gonna make this better. Dude, do you see that?
Harry Potter
Do you
puzzle?
see that puzzle, dude? Is it opened and you don't know how many pieces it is? You should buy it. You should buy it. Just wing it. See what happens.
Those are what Tori likes, right?
Nobody knows who Tori is, Dave. Nobody knows who Tori is. Dude, Timber. Those are shoes? Or what are those? Oh, it's just toy stuff or doll stuff.
Some boots.
Wow. 600,000 plus views on this video. I've yet to see why. Oh, yeah, there's supposed to be like an altercation later. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
So when I'm telling you, I'm not going to switch the prices up.
Okay.
You can just tell me now. It's not.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm thinking 25 for each of the girls.
That's too much. Maybe. I don't know.
I would say 25. For
Offer $3 total or you're leaving.
Spent for mine.
No, I know. It's like it's fine. And then the cubby, the chest, I would say like 10. And if you want the dogs,
they're not in there.
it would be like probably 2 each. Like there's 2 dogs.
You're asking me to do a lot of math in the morning.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna write it down in my
25.
phone.
You said 25 for each of the dolls?
Yes.
So 7.
I'm trying to see. I have to be kind of quiet because I want to see when the altercation happens,
Yes,
when
with the crib is-
the drama happens.
Package is 150.
Yeah, that's 100. And then the dogs. What'd you say for the chest?
The chest, like 10.
Oh. She's chiming.
I'd say take it for 120.
Okay.
So she's putting her price on the items. And
That works.
How much?
I have never done this, so.
why is she getting involved? That's weird.
100. She's wrapped up in it.
Yeah.
I'd do 120 for all of it.
120.
Yeah, that sound fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave, you should have stuck to your guns at 100, dude.
How did you see the butt house?
60.
That's the thing. You gotta stick to your guns at these yard sales and be willing to walk away, Dave. You gotta be willing to walk away, dude.
They're yours.
That was it. That was not that big of a deal. It shows that us YouTube resellers, we kind of exaggerate. You know, some would call it clickbait, which, you know, that's the thing.
A string
If we don't
right
clickbait
here
a little,
where you
people don't
can,
watch as much, so.
Like, clip them in. You can tie them into the back.
Oh,
Okay, and then
This
it
is kind of
closes
like a
with them
travel
in it?
case.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can sit her up here.
okay.
Okay.
So that's what we did in the attic. So we had her.
Dave, let her know you're going to sell these and you don't care about any of this
Yes,
information.
they have.
This is the time to let her know you're a
I was like,
reseller
it's definitely time.
and that you wish you
Yeah,
paid
then
less.
we go up here.
This is something
Yeah, that
different.
is.
Extra clothes
Good
too,
observation,
over
Dave.
Here that fit
Oh, okay.
all of them. If you
Okay. I can take a look.
are interested.
Look at this. You could have just
Cool.
edited this part out.
that's kinda handy.
honestly.
Yeah.
You could have edited like 2 of those minutes out. We didn't need to see any of that. We know you got the doll, and then you just moved. This is where you should edit it from that point to this
I
point.
think I'm okay.
There's 2 bowling pins, Dave. Ask how much they are. They're worthless. Mickey, that's worth like $10 if you're lucky, dude. Maybe 15. I have a bit of indigestion. A little bit of indigestion right now.
How much is your Mickey?
$2. Take it.
How about your VHS?
VHS.
If I wanted a cassette or tape.
What is it?
Okay.
What kind of VHS is it?
How's it going? I was wondering, how much are your VHSs? Like your
Dave.
tapes?
Dave, stop it,
$1 for
Dave.
the tapes. Okay. What about? He said $2 on that. Is that fine?
I feel like this was a couple years
$1.
ago because we were all into VHSs for a short time because Kevin, the Commonwealth picker, was just going.
Yeah.
He was
And I
going
have one of
berserk
the-
about him. He was like
With the DVD
$1,000, $5,000,
Real fancy.
$8 million, something like that. I'm exaggerating, but I mean that's what it felt like. Yeah, be careful, dude. Dave, put that down. Dave, stop it. Dave, you're a klutz, dude. Put that down, dude. Thank you. Feel safer now. Ooh, there's a little Little pan for biscuits.
Oh, a lot of books.
Look at all these books. Dave, you're wasting your time, Dave. None of those are worth anything. Probably. No. What is that? See, here's another problem I have. I'm looking at the screen. I can't see very well.
No one will say no to that in the morning.
Yeah, we've been out here setting up, but I haven't had any yet.
Yeah. Could have cut all this out as well. Just an editing suggestion. Well, those are shiny. Those look nice. Those have like the gold foliage. What do they call that? The gold leaf. The fancy stuff like Charles Dickens used to have in his library back in the 1700s or something. Hey, this is the chair part we've been waiting for, guys. Yeah.
Every single sale.
It's chair time. He's asking about this because of Kevin, because Kevin's obsessed with chairs.
What's the name of this chair? Doesn't it have like a famous name?
You know what? It does.
I can't remember what it is. It's like an H word or something.
It might.
H word? Okay.
What can you tell about the chair? Because that's in the name of it.
Oh, it's Wassley.
Wassley, yes.
Okay.
That was right there on the tip of my tongue.
Sort of famous
a Wassley famous chair.
Wassley?
Yeah,
W-A-S-S-I-L-I-P-P-I.
Is it comfortable?
What do you think? Dave, sit in it. There we go. He saw a content opportunity and he sat in it.
Where'd you come about that thing?
I got it from somebody in Virginia.
Why are you stop it. Stop trying to care about this chair. Cool. Say how much I want it and I'm paying you less than you ask. Just get straight to it, dude. Straight to it.
Lots of them, that, like if you see them on Craigslist and stuff, they have fake leather.
Okay.
And they're a lot thinner and...
What are we talking about? Fake ones? Is this real?
That's someone's birthday.
Oh my gosh. It's somebody's birthday, guys. What's going on? You're no longer interested in the famous chair? Well, that was a buzzkill. I was spending all that time waiting on the chair, and then you just... Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh, he's doing it. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's cool. Yeah, thank you. It doesn't fold up, does it? Or does it fold up?
It doesn't fold up. You should have asked that before you bought it. That seems like it's important to know if a chair folds or not. Let's walk away from the yard sale for 16 minutes. Let's see how long. Okay, we're at 7 seconds.
Confirm if this is real or not.
You got to smell it. Smell it. Do the smell test. Everybody knows about the chair smell test, dude.
Someone found these at the Goodwill.
Oh, guys, let's start off with that first sale.
Oh, he's on the Red Bull Racing team.
It was really frustrating for me. The lady that kept commenting and saying, "Oh, don't sell it for that much. Sell it for more. Sell it for this much."
She was right.
American Girl
they should have sold it for more.
I think she's even the same one who said, "Oh, it's going to take her a while to figure out those prices." She was just a neighbor. She didn't even have anything to do with the sale.
And trying to make sure her friend didn't get ripped off by a reseller. My wife Tina had talked to her for a little bit, and the lady was going off on how much she hates resellers. That makes sense.
My wife, not realizing that it was my wife.
They're the worst. They are the worst. Absolute
worst.
She
just wanted me to pay more money, and it was frustrating. I think she didn't cost me too much. I think
it was like $5
right around,
maybe, or 20.
I was basically planning on
offering.
You
had plenty of money. I saw your wallet.
105 for all of it. I was going to offer 100, and she just interrupts us and says, sell it for 120 or 125. And I was like, I kind of like expected the lady to be like, no, it's my sale. I'm going to sell it for what I want to sell it for. But she's like, went along with it. She's like, okay, 120. And I'm like, okay, I guess 120
should she listen
fine.
to the short man trying to rip her off, or should she
I didn't do a good job looking, and
her
one of
dear
the
friend, the neighbor.
American Girls dolls is this one right here, which is 100% not an American Girl doll.
Of course it isn't.
This is a Alexander Doll Company, and it's worth about $10. So $25 I paid for this one. Oops.
Of course you did.
I would have felt better if I'd paid $100. I'll tell you that. I have not looked up the other American Girls. I think I'll be okay.
You won't.
I'll at least make
you lost a lot of money on that one, dude.
The itty bitty doll, which I think is worth like 20 to
so
25. And
$5. Let's assume based on his estimate that it's
you can find some that are worth
less.
Up to $100. Problem is you gotta identify them and figure out what their names are and all this other stuff. I also have the clothes and all that. So I think I'll do okay, guys, but I don't think I'm gonna really make hardly any
great
money.
Video. Thank you for wasting 15,
and I can't fully blame that lady. I have to blame
time.
myself for buying a doll that was not an American Girl doll for $25.
It happens to everybody. More to you than me, but it happens to everybody.
At the next sale right across the road, I found that chair.
You did.
The Wasili, I think he called it. Well, I did some research. I put it on
Silent
Instagram.
C chair.
I went on Google. I watched some YouTube videos.
Good for you.
I figured out that it was not a official
Wasili
chair.
Why would
because
it be?
I guess the Wasili chairs, it's all like one solid piece of metal.
That didn't even look like it was made of metal.
Ends, and mine had caps at the ends, meaning it's a reproduction. But that actually doesn't seem to matter. I actually sold it already for $150 on Facebook Marketplace, even though it was reproduction. So that was a really quick, easy $110 profit.
Could I have a $110 loan,
If you see those
Dave?
guys, it's easy to remember what they look like, so I think you could
I want to
probably
buy some
find them,
fake
spot them,
American
buy them
Girl
for a good
dolls.
price. The only reason I knew about it was because I saw someone post it on Instagram, and it just was such an easy-to-identify chair once you see it once that I was able to see it and say, oh,
I can't wait to find one
fair.
in one of
Buy
my
it for
videos,
$40
Dave, and
make
not
110.
buy it.
Hopefully I do well on the American Girls. Let me know, guys, what you think of this video down below in the comments.
I don't
Make
get
sure
why
you
it has so
subscribe
many
and hit the
views,
like
to be
button.
honest.
I do have another channel called NC Flipper where I talk about what's
ADH
sold,
Dave
so we can kind
now.
of see how the American Girl
Changed
thing
the
plays
name.
out if you want to subscribe.
Parks
over
Pursuits,
there.
if you guys
It's just
want to
kinda
see
me being
him
crazy
just
in
at a
the
theme
garage.
park.
Oh, and if you really want to do a
Go
deep
watch
dive into my
Robot
life,
Kitchen.
I have a podcast about reselling called
I love
Trash
that
to Cash
podcast.
Podcast.
America's favorite
Check it out.
reselling
It's got a YouTube
podcast.
channel of its own. Just type in
After a
Trash
few
to
others.
Cash
We're
Podcast.
down the list.
Look it up on Apple Podcasts, Google
Spotify?
Podcasts, Stitcher, all those things. All right, thank you guys. Talk to you later.